What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Fantasy Goods. Today I got my boy Jesse and I got my boy Jordan talk about fantasy football, what's going on with 2020. We Cam Newton going to the Patriots. We're going to talk about the AFC East and what's going on over there, and we're going to break down the NFC East also. So let's start with the NFC East with Dallas, Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, Redskins. I just want to start it off and say I like my Dallas Cowboys taking it.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
You know, Amari Cooper, he's going to take the next step. Ezekiel Elliott is going to have more pressure off of him because of Dak Prescott, and Dak Prescott just signed his franchise tag. So I'm actually pretty excited for this year as a Cowboys fan. But who wants to go first? You want the Eagles or the Giants fan to go first?
I'll let Philly take it.
Yeah, Philly.
So if we came in the top of the NFC East, I'll take
I'll let
it.
Philly
Go
take
ahead,
it.
go ahead.
So we got Carson Wentz coming back for another injury yet again. Coming back stronger and better than ever. A new addition to the team, Darius Slay. I love him, DB. We need a very good DB. We'll definitely...
They needed a good DB.
we need faith that the ball got thrown deep, anybody would deflect it or intercept it. Or why was he just didn't catch it?
What do you think about Carson Wentz this year? Do you think he's going to, get hurt again?
No. I don't
Or
think
do you think he's going to carry you to a Super Bowl where he can actually win one?
Technically, in my point of view, he didn't get hurt. They hurt him.
They hurt him. Yeah, there you go.
It was
Get the man.
It was a cheap shot.
The Eagles wide receiver core, to me, I think is just, it has a lot of speed, like you said. We said
a lot of speed.
A lot of speed, track star speed, kind of like the Chiefs. We've said it before, but I don't think the talent is so much there. Where you say, you got Alshon Jeffrey. I like Alshon Jeffrey. I think he's a late round sleeper.
Huge body in the field. We have Alshon, huge body.
And
Deshaun Jackson. His speed is ridiculous. Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
He gets older, doesn't lose a step.
Yeah, but he also gets hurt.
He gets hurt a lot.
All the time.
That's true. No, that's pretty true.
He won't miss the whole season for the most part.
He had a great first game. And
yeah.
There's a medical step. He got injured his groin. Instead of saying, no, get surgery now, you'll be back in a couple weeks. They said, we'll wait a couple weeks. Then come back after a couple weeks, hurts it again.
That's what happens,
to begin with, it was different. We got Dallas Goddard.
I love Goddard.
Goddard, you got knocked down the bar. Don't let that happen again.
Or I'm gonna roundhouse your ass.
Zach Ertz, filthy animal.
He is.
He is a man amongst boys.
Dude, he is your version of Jason Witten.
That
ass. Because you guys used to hate Jason Witten. Jason Witten used to get the best of the Eagles.
He was 5 yards, turn, catch, fall.
Well, now he's starting to emerge like you're freaking Jason Witten, because I'm starting to hate him more and more every time I watch him.
He's
get the bye-bye Aguilar.
Yeah, no.
Goodbye.
Yeah, no, I loved you when you guys... I was happy you guys had him and kept him for so long ago.
New addition, Jalen Hurts, who might play some wide receiver out there.
Yeah, so hold on.
I can see that happening a little bit.
Yeah, well, do you think Jalen Hurts is going to play? Because he's going to get hurt.
He's going to play.
You know what I think Philly coaches might be hoping for, that they're trying to see, how Dak was with Tony Romo when Dak got drafted. Romo got hurt, Dak came in, and they never looked back from that. If Wentz gets hurt again, what's that? How many years has he been in? 5?
I don't know. Yeah, probably 5. Yeah, 5.
How many times has he played a full season? So it's like they're looking at Jalen and they're like, yo, because you don't draft a quarterback in the second round to just sit.
Well, you don't draft a quarterback in the second round when you pass up every wide receiver out there.
Well, you guys did draft Jalen
Rager.
Yeah, Rager, whatever his name is.
Passed up on Justin Jefferson.
I know.
I would have taken
which I know that kills you inside.
Yeah, I would have taken
Definitely.
It was like a dual factor of the Cowboys
taking CeeDee Lamb.
Just to block the Eagles. I'm sure all Eagles fans were set on CeeDee Lamb coming to Eagles, rocking a nice midnight green jersey, or dressed all black for Dallas and Giant funerals. But Dallas had to be Dallas. Come in and block our pick.
Hey, we got the pick. We knew. I think every Cowboys fan knew last year that if we made the playoffs, we weren't getting anywhere.
With Dallas, I think it actually helped, because if they did make the playoffs, they might not have been able to get a CD. So as a Giants fan, I wish that
That's
would have
true.
happened. But if I was a Dallas fan, I'll be happy with that.
Dude,
but,
I'm happy as hell with that pick.
like that's crazy. I still don't
Dallas has to be happy with that pick. I think any team in the NFL would be
17,
happy
though.
with that pick. Not sure it would have been, but just between that getting blocked by Dallas and then Jefferson being on the board, just not even like acknowledging the guys on the board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was.
This is like divert.
That was an interesting pick, man.
But what about on the Giants side? You guys passed up on Isaiah Simmons. I just remembered
did.
that.
Yeah,
You did.
no, I honestly,
You did.
honestly,
And Isaiah Simmons.
that's who I wanted.
He was a monster.
The way I was looking, I felt like if we would have drafted Isaiah could have been the perfect answer for like
Your prayers?
for like a to.
He was
against
great on
Ertz.
Clemson.
He could have he would have been able. He had the height and the speed to be able to cover a Hurts like a tight end, to be able to cover wide receivers. But then he could also play in the box. Like he would have been. What did he run? Like a 4.39, 46, what, like 3.64?
I'm not sure right now.
He would have,
ridiculous.
like, that would have been the best pick that we could have had. But we have to make sure that our quarterback is safe. So we could keep Daniel Jones healthy. We could open up bigger holes for Saquon to run through. That, an effective run game opens up the pass game. We got Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram, Darius Slayton. You know, I feel like this could be a good year for the Giants if we stay healthy and protect Daniel Jones, but defensively, you know, I think we got the steal of the draft for Xavier McKinney in the second round at safety. I think him and Jabril Peppers are going to feed off each other well. Corner, we could use some help at.
Yeah, definitely. Now on a fantasy aspect now,
Yeah.
because this is a fantasy channel and I want to give my good Nathan some fantasy info.
Yeah.
What do you see in Sterling Shepard, Golden Tate, Evan Ingram? Like and Darius Slayton. Like you see them like
I think Darius Slayton's gonna have a big year. Like he had a really, for a rookie, he had a really good year last year. Golden Tate is tough. Like he doesn't really get hurt that well since he's been with us. He hasn't really been getting hurt that much. But Sterling Shepard though, he's a really good slot. He's good. We were talking about earlier PPR leagues. Sterling Shepard will get you catches.
That's right.
But the thing is, Sterling Shepard could get you 9 catches, and then it'll be like 40-something yards. So it's like, you know, you got the catches, but the yards aren't really there.
Yeah.
But I feel like with the emergence of Darius Slayton, if Evan Ingram could stay healthy, I feel like a healthy Evan Ingram could be
I don't see him being that
a
effective.
top 5 tight end.
Out of those 4 names, the main one is Slayton. Tate, he's hit or miss every game.
no, he is. He shows up when he wants
He's
to.
very
He
hit or
shows
miss.
up.
I feel like he's like a lazy wide receiver now, where he won't run those routes crispy anymore. He won't
That's what I feel about Alshon
fight for the
Jeffrey.
ball.
Yeah, I'll try and draft.
He's lazy.
Don't
It's okay to be lazy sometimes. It's
Don't
okay.
to his face. You're lazy.
You're lazy. Pick your feet up, knees to chest, run.
Attack the ball.
The Slayton, he's gonna be solid. Fast, you can catch, you got the moves, get open, make separation.
Yeah.
Ingram, he's
Evan Ingram, when he plays,
starting
he's good.
off good,
When he
strong,
plays,
and then
when
like
he gets
kind
hurt,
of like
he gets hurt.
yeah, he got hurt real quick.
Yeah, I like Slayton this year also.
Yeah.
I have him. Definitely a sleeper for me because I think he might be reaching out his
it.
potential.
Yeah,
I think
So-
that's gonna be Daniel Jones' favorite wide receiver, Slayton.
Yeah, I feel
I don't
like
see him-
I see a Daniel Jones favoring Slayton.
We'll
a
also
lot.
see another
But you know, a young
Eli Obeckham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They come here,
But you
and
know,
run.
a young quarterback's best friend is a tight end. So if Evan Ingram could stay healthy, this guy, like, he's a tight end, runs a 4.41 40. He could fly. He just can't stay on the field, man.
Yeah.
That kills us.
That's very important in the
That kills
NFL.
us.
You
Yeah,
know.
it kills us. So,
It kills everybody. Injuries suck.
Yeah. But-
I would never
yeah,
want
no,
anybody to get injured.
but in terms of like fantasy, who do you think for Dallas? Who do you think is going to be that guy for you guys?
Oh, I'm the obvious answer is Zeke, but if I had to pull like a sleeper or someone that you can get in later rounds, I say get Michael Gallup. I like Michael Gallup this year. I think he has the potential to put up wide receiver 1 numbers some weeks. You know, it all depends on the matchup. There's a lot of weapons over there. He's going to get one-on-one matchups all the time, and you've seen what happens. I'm sure you've seen it before. Grabbing shit and the end zone one-on-one.
Him and you put him anywhere on the field, he's gonna get open. He
Yeah.
has that.
And he's fast too, man.
He has that separation
He
on him.
creates a
He
lot
has
of
the
separation,
speed.
and he catches with his hands too. Like he has strong hands, so yeah, he should be a pretty good he should be a good fantasy pickup, especially when you add a CD Lamb. I feel like people are going to be so focused on Cooper and CD that Gallup is just.
Just rewind history.
You're gonna look at the stat sheet and you're gonna be like, wait, he had what? How many yards? Like,
I mean, go back in time. I do remember Dallas playing the Eagles. Yeah, Des Bryant, who was playing Byron Maxwell.
Oh,
Byron
Maxwell for the same route.
Yeah.
I think with 3 or 4 games in a row for 3 or 4 touchdowns
Bro,
in a row.
I love that. I could rewatch that all day.
Des Bryant threw that X up about
I was
800
livid.
times.
It was the same
He was
route.
playing tic-tac-toe with himself and
They
won 5
spun the
times.
field, and he never, ever could catch on to the same route.
Yeah. So let's go to our next topic. We're going to talk about the AFC East. Now, I think personally, and I'm going to tell you right now, the Bills are taking that division. I don't care
Break the
what you
table.
say. I don't care what you say. The Bills are taking the division. You know, I like Josh Allen. He's definitely he's going to emerge as a quarterback this year. He got Cole Beasley. Stephon Diggs is on the team now.
That's huge addition.
John Brown is still a playmaker, and don't even get me started on Devin Singletary.
Yeah.
I have a hard on for Devin
Yeah,
Singletary.
man, that guy, he runs hard, he's fast.
And that defense is still nice
The
too.
defense always been one of the top defense in the NFL. Not
They're
always,
consistent.
but
The last
they're
couple
very
of years, they've been
consistent,
very
like you said.
consistent, especially last year, too. Like,
Tre'Davious
that,
White is
that what was
absolutely
that game
lights
that
out
they had with the
monster.
Patriots? They held on. That was a low-scoring game, and if that defense didn't play like that, they would have lost like by probably like about 20 or so. That they held the Patriots down for an entire game. That was
Edmonds is
impressive.
very good. He could ball out.
Yeah, like, they got a good squad over there. Josh Allen, he's definitely gonna.
Who's your DN?
You know what it is? He's I feel like a lot of people were surprised at how athletic he was. He came in and he's surprised out like he'll take off. Like if you give him an open lane to run through, he'll take off and take it. So now defenses have to respect
Was he right
that.
behind Lamar Jackson in rushing yards for QB?
He was. I think he was like behind him. He was like
He's right there.
Yeah, he was
Neck
behind
and
him.
neck.
He was behind him.
That guy can run.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be the Bills should be interesting. I really want to see how Miami does this season.
Yeah, Miami's
I wanna see-
interesting
they're
because they're starting to get speed on their team too.
That's
And they
right.
picked up Matt Breida, Jordan Howard.
Yep.
You know, their defense is still nice, bro.
Then they drafted Tua.
Yeah,
So to
they
see
got the
how
quarterback,
Tua does
hopefully.
behind.
And they still have Josh Rosen too.
And then they also
Yeah.
have Ryan Fitzpatrick. I feel like they'll go into the season with Fitzpatrick starting,
Yeah,
And then
Fitzmagic's
maybe-
going to do him.
and then like around probably like about week like anywhere between week 5 and 7, they'll probably start trying to get Tua in there. But
I think Tua's going to do.
Tua, I think if Tua would have been, if he never got injured this season, he might have been the number 1 overall pick.
Think so?
Just off of the career that he's had. You have more tape on him. You know, you have to ask yourself for like Burrow had probably like statistically one of the greatest seasons in college football of all time. But you got to ask yourself when he was at Ohio State, he could have beat out Dwayne Haskins, and then he played last year. The beginning of the season, he probably would have been like about a 4th or 5th round pick, but he completely balled out. But Tua though came back in that national championship game as a freshman, set a whole bunch of Alabama records. It's under
But you're injured.
yeah.
With
But
that
they got
injury,
hurt last year. but
you're playing a lot of bigger boys here.
Yeah, man.
Bigger, stronger, faster than you've probably ever seen in your life.
How about the Jets? How about that? How about the Jets? You got Jamison Crowder is technically their number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah.
Do you think Jamison Crowder is the number 1 wide receiver in your eyes? Like, would you be comfortable if you had a team and Jamison
No.
Crowder was
If
your
I was
number
the
1?
Jets, I would be definitely comfortable. I'd be
Nah, I wouldn't.
very
Nah.
comfortable.
They got rid of Robbie Anderson. He's on the Panthers now.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
They should have kept Anderson.
They
Should've
definitely
kept Crowder.
they should have tried to keep him, but Crowder.
They kept Crowder. They should have kept Anderson.
Nah, Crowder not too
They
sure.
should have
Le'Veon
added
Bell.
depth to wide receiver chart. Like
They need to add depth to the wide receiver position.
Well, they got Rashad Perriman. Rashad Perriman. Oh, he was on the Ravens.
Yeah.
And he was really good. I mean,
Yeah.
he wasn't really good, but he definitely showed some talent. And especially in college, he did.
Yeah,
college,
he
he was
did.
But
phenomenal.
his talent is not enough what the Jets need.
That's
they
the
need-
miracle.
They need
They need Joe Namath.
Antonio Brown.
They need something.
Pick up Antonio
I
Brown at
would
this
have
point.
put Antonio Brown on that team.
Antonio Brown can go to any team and be like phenomenal.
You got a young quarterback.
That's what the Jets need right now. They need that young quarterback to throw the ball to Antonio Brown, who's gonna get open and catch the ball.
But I wanna see how Le'Veon Bell does. If I was a Jets fan, I would be disappointed.
Dude, I love Le'Veon Bell.
But how do you feel like he did?
I don't like him on the Jets. You didn't let me finish. I don't like him on the Jets. Just for the fact that they have to ground and pound him.
Yeah.
And there's only so much. I remember I was watching one game and they were behind and they literally used Le'Veon Bell for everything. Like they must have used the Wildcat. I don't know how many times they ran Le'Veon Bell like as the quarterback for the Wildcat.
Well, honestly, it just reminded me of Banner High School. Back in 2009 when we played.
It
was just like, do whatever you can do to get the ball up the field.
Yeah.
You take the ball, you get the ball, you
Dude,
this way, you go that way.
I mean, at
We're
that
not
point,
gonna
because they had nobody.
but
They had nobody, and Sam Darnold threw I forgot 5 interceptions or 7 interceptions or 6, whatever, how many interceptions at one game, and then you say, you know what, just get out of here. We're gonna put Le'Veon Bell in.
I feel like if you surround Donald with the right pieces, I feel like he could be a decent quarterback. Like I wouldn't say it would be like a top tier.
He needs weapons. He needs weapons.
You need to surround them with more weapons.
Yeah.
The Jets can't afford to lose Jamal Adams.
Des Bryant's a nice pickup for them too.
Oh,
Des Bryant's still up there. I don't know. How is Des Bryant not signed? I don't even know why.
If I was the Jets GM, I'd pick up Antonio Brown, get him for a good price, 1 or 2 year contract, and pick up Des Bryant. Both veterans, both great wide receivers. Give Darnold time to work with those veteran wide receivers.
And they got speed
and then
on
you
the
keep
Jets.
picking up young guys and let them learn from the veteran wide receivers. You can better your team.
And they got speed on the Jets.
To take some workload off Bell.
You know what makes a smart pick, and I don't understand why. And I'll get this into another episode, but I just want to mention it. I don't understand why the Jets won't sign like Colin Kaepernick. Like Colin Kaepernick definitely deserves to be on the Jets.
Yeah, that's
like that. He I think not the fact that like people are like hating on Colin Kaepernick or something like that, but just I've seen what he can do with San Francisco, and I think he can fit so well with the Jets.
He's not better than Nate Peterman.
I was like, make sure you weren't joking for a second.
Yeah, I was like, oh, cut the camera. But actually, he would actually fit there pretty well, actually, especially since he could bring the dynamic of being able to run. With that offense, they don't really have much, so just anything that they could just utilize that they don't have right now would definitely help. But the Jets are. It's funny. I have the Jets probably coming in 4th this year in that division.
Yeah, I can see that too.
I have them coming in 4th. I have
Jet spot.
Up until recent events. I had like I was like, oh, the Bills are definitely running away with this division this year. But now because of certain moves the Patriots made, I can see them. Like, okay, they might be able to sneak in there and win the division. And the Dolphins, I got.
Who I like for the Jets? The young D tackle.
Oh, the one from Alabama.
Quinton?
Yeah.
Quinton, yeah.
I like him. He's a very humble kid.
He's good. The
he's
Jets,
really young. He's going to be really good.
The Jets finished 7-9 mainly because of that defense, though. Like, if that defense didn't play as well, like I think I saw a stat the other day. It was like the Patriots defense was, or as an overall, clearly better. But when you look at the amount of snaps between what the Jets played versus the Patriots defense, it was crazy. Like the Jets defense literally had to they'll get off the field, the offense goes out, 4 plays later they're running back out on the field. Like it was just it was hard to watch at times, man.
Yeah, and speaking of the Jets and the Bills, what about the Patriots? We just found out a couple days ago that Cam Newton got signed to the Patriots. He's going to be the starting quarterback. How does that influence everybody, especially in a fantasy aspect? Like Edelman's ADP go up. James White ADP go up. Sony Michel's could go up because of the read option. Like, what do you guys think about Cam Newton being on the Patriots?
Cam Newton going to Patriots was like driving that 1-9 and hitting the biggest pothole on the road. It's just like, wow, that just happened.
Yeah, that just happened.
I
could have seen it happen, though, because Cam Newton was sitting there and the Patriots didn't really have a clear-cut quarterback.
Like, I had, before this, I had 2 quarterbacks I said that the Patriots should and probably will go after. I thought it was either going to be Cam or be Andy Dalton. soon as
I thought it would be Dalton too.
Dalton
And we
went
got
to
Dalton.
the Cowboys.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yep. As soon as Dalton went to the Cowboys, I was like, okay, they're probably gonna sign Cam, and they got Cam for super low, and then not even just that. Now you got to like that offense. Now it's teams that know the Patriots offense because they pretty much for the last 20 years they've had.
They're
Brady.
very fundamental Patriots.
Yeah, they've had Brady. Now you put in somebody as athletic and Cam in that position. I don't think they're gonna run him like Rivera was running Cam and have him taking as many hits, but that's gonna be in the back of the defense's mind. And Cam loves to throw the short pass, intermediate passes, who go deep sometimes, but he loses accuracy down the field. But the Patriots offense, they like to use the short pass game almost like a run game.
Yeah.
And now that's going to be effective for Julian Edelman in the slot. So
Does he
that's
even
for
run around
fantasy.
Edelman though?
Nah,
He just runs up the field and turns around and
But
waits
he-
for.
Edelman,
Edelman?
Edelman,
I
yeah.
love Edelman.
Edelman,
He's
but-
always
He gets
open
lost in
somehow.
the field. He
And
just
that's
moves
perfect
them.
for
You know what it
Cam.
is?
He has to roll out
Edelman-
left or right.
you know what it is?
Edelman's going to get open for him.
Edelman isn't fast, but he's quick. So the thing is, Edelman in small spaces will run up and he'll just break down the DB, left, right, go with an angle, something like that. But the thing is, when Edelman, it's tough as shit. Like when you think, remember that catch he had against the Falcons in the Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
that
always
is
like
that is not like
on the
yo,
ground.
because you know how many
Yeah,
other
it was
wide
ridiculous.
receivers would be like, yo, somebody's gonna land on top of me. I'm gonna get like laid out. But he just focused on the ball. He brought it in. He was. Who else did they have a wide receiver last year?
Well, we
Young
had
guys.
Mohamed Sanu.
Mohamed Sanu didn't.
Came out like
I feel
half-
like he didn't really perform. Like,
Yeah, he didn't look like
they came
Mohamed
up a
Sanu.
second round pick for him, and
Yeah.
you know maybe another
N'Keal
year
Harry.
with the playbook. N'Keal Harry didn't
What's
have
the
a
other
good,
rookie that
a
had,
good rookie year. But
I picked him up in my fantasy. I can't remember his name.
but they
He did nothing.
Yeah. He did nothing. He had Philip Dorsett is on that team too. Philip
Philip
Dorsett.
Dorsett.
Yeah, he did pretty good that
he could
last year.
if you let
Dobson?
him
Dobson?
move on right past him.
them?
Dobson.
Maybe.
Might be there.
But
Ain't
yeah,
relevant.
Yeah. But Philip Dorsett, though, if you do not pay attention to him, move on right up the field on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Patriots should be interesting. I'm excited to see what they do with Cam.
I feel like Cam coming to the Patriots gave them like the extra. Oh, like, all right, we have Brady.
That
and
confidence
we had nobody
boost.
like, oh, Cam's coming.
Yeah.
So wait, do you
Everybody
think?
wants to work with him.
So do you think Cam coming in is going to be better than Tom Brady last year?
It has a different game scheme now. You have Brady who.
I mean, but you still got Belichick there.
Yeah.
So Belichick is gonna
The way I
want
see it,
Cam.
yeah.
Cam,
he's gonna really throw the ball now. Not probably not as good as Brady or not as much as Brady, but now he has to really throw the ball.
Uh-huh.
But he had to roll out. He's gone.
Yeah.
When Brady rolled out, everybody knew he wasn't getting far.
Yeah.
But Cam, like you always have in the back of your mind now, if all the wide receivers are guarded and he rolls out, like that's another guy on defense.
Yeah.
You have 4 wide receivers, you got a tight end, you got a running back, and then you got a quarterback who just take off any given moment.
Yeah, no, I really like Cam Newton going to the Patriots, especially with the read option. I think Sony
Yeah,
Michel
that
is gonna.
RPO.
Sony Michel's ADP is gonna go up.
Yeah.
You know, just for the fact that Cam Newton's there, because they're gonna like to run. I'm sure Bill Belichick has a thing in his sleeve or two. You know.
Bill Belichick.
It benefits line too, though.
The one thing I always had.
You're right about that.
The one thing you have to give Belichick credit for is that he'll get players and he'll focus on what they're good at, and he knows what he wants to run. So pretty much, it's like Moneyball with him. Like he just this guy's good at this guy's good at this. We're gonna create an offense around that. So
I remember when he dropped Jamie Collins,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Ooh, yeah.
"How did you drop him? He was like in
Yeah,
his
that was
prime
insane,
too.
yo.
Like you know, maybe not like later in his prime, but he's still in his prime.
Yeah.
And he was doing phenomenal. And then he was like, "You know what? We don't need it. We're just
Yeah.
trading to the fucking Browns."
Browns,
Yeah, like
purgatory.
yo,
I remember
Some
that
of
happened.
purgatory.
Dude.
That was a shocker.
dude, it was
That
it was
was
crazy.
insane.
I was like, "Get the hell out of here, really?"
Yeah, no, that one was insane. But I think the Patriots should be pretty good.
Belichick's
I'm a
heartbreak was Garoppolo.
Yeah.
That was one they shouldn't have.
They
Yeah.
wanted him to back up Brady so bad.
Well, he wanted to, but
Well, it's either Belichick or Brady,
yeah.
Yeah.
you know, and they went with Brady.
And Kraft's like, I need the money, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like in terms of fantasy, I feel like Cam is gonna help. I feel like it's gonna help the running game a lot. The running backs, like Sony Michel. I think Sony Michel is gonna. I wouldn't expect Cam Newton to be running the ball in goal line situations just because he's had he has an injury history and then Belichick wants to keep him healthy. But I think with that being on teams' minds, I'm like, oh, he could just pull it. Teams are going to be a little hesitant to run in.
Yeah.
So Sony Michel could get in there. Or teams are going to be afraid of him running. Edelman could come in on a slant. It's going to... he might not throw for 4,500, 5,000 yards or something. But I feel like his touchdown to interception ratio is going to be should be pretty good.
So you think Bill Belichick is going to switch up the playbook because Cam Newton's here, or you think he's going to keep doing the same system?
I think he'll have it'll still be the Patriots system, but he's going to expand the playbook more.
You know what I'm very interested in to see Cam Newton there? The trick plays.
Yeah.
Because I like Bill Belichick, and he comes out with some interesting trick plays. Now that he has a running back that's mobile, it'll be interesting.
Except for one of the Super Bowl, Brady didn't catch the ball.
Look, I'll expect to see Edelman throw a pass to Newton at some point. That'd be pretty.
Yeah,
be
dude. Edelman was a quarterback too in high school.
That'd be pretty interesting.
Now, when you put Newton, the line has to worry a little bit less because if you get too much pressure, he'll bail out.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, let me ask you both a question. Fantasy aspect, do you think Cam Newton is going to be a top 12 quarterback this year? Would you draft him as your starting quarterback? Top 12.
All right, so let's say...
I mean, don't matter. Is he top 12 as a starting quarterback? Would you think Cam Newton's a starting quarterback in fantasy?
I would say yes.
You think so?
If we had the camp and all that, if none of this is going on with the quarantine, if it wasn't going on, I would say yes. But with everything going on with the quarantine, he's not going to be able to really run plays with the team as much, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah, there's no OTAs,
no
minicamp.
OTAs, minicamp. That's huge.
Yeah.
So
I think if you're playing a 12-man fantasy team, he's going to be one of the top 12 QBs.
I don't see
Cam
that.
is coming out.
It's going to be hard.
I don't
he wants
see
to
it.
prove everybody wrong, especially Rivera, who traded him. He wants to show up everybody. He's going to come out as a whole different animal, a whole different man. He's working right now. He's working on his arm. He knows going to Patriots. He's going to throw the ball a lot more.
Yeah, dude.
He's not going to be running and throwing. He's going to be mainly throwing and then running sometimes.
I tell you right now, Cam Newton is definitely a sleeper coming into the this fantasy season. I just don't see him as a top 12. I got Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford as 11 and 12. I don't think he's better than Matthew Stafford or Aaron Rodgers. You know, as of right now,
especially
at least.
with no OTAs or minicamp, it's hard.
Yeah.
Man. That's huge, especially if you're going to a new team at the quarterback position.
But don't
Rodgers,
he has to learn a whole new language.
He might be a little pissed at the Packers.
Yeah.
And they picked up a quarterback on them.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. But like I said, I just don't think as of right now he can definitely sneak up on you and be that top 5, top 10 quarterback this season. But the fact that we don't know anything and he can't go do OTAs, he can't go to minicamp, he can't train with his team right now. It's just a little skeptical at this point. I wouldn't want to do it.
I can see him maybe in the second half of the season, picking up the play.
Yeah, pick him off the waiver wire once he starts building momentum.
Yeah, okay, let me do that. But there's a couple of quarterbacks that right now I would take over him just because they're familiar with the systems and they don't have to learn a whole new.
Would you take Carson Wentz over him?
Absolutely.
So what the hell? Carson Wentz is like my quarterback 13 or 14 or something like that.
Yeah.
He puts in numbers. Look at the team he had, the wide receiver he had last season.
He also gets hurt.
And the amount of yards he had.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, he only missed 8 games.
Fun fact, how many fucking years have he missed?
He only missed 8 games.
How many seasons has he played a full 16?
Oh!
Was he in one? Did he play fully last year?
I don't know.
He came back for injury late.
I think he got hurt.
I think he came back to like week 3 or something.
But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up today. We broke down the AFC East, we broke down the NFC East, and we talked about Cam Newton being on the Patriots. I am Ben Barcelona. I got my boy Jordan the Boy over here, my boy Jesse Williams. Guys, you want to say something before we sign off?
Go Giants. Yeah, we're going with them.
Guys, it's always sunny in Philadelphia. We're the Eagles, baby. We rock. We're number 1. The best team in the tri-state. Let's be real.
I mean, you know, a man can dream. A man can dream. But yeah, so we're going to sign off here. We're the Fantasy Goods, and we got the goods.